Grand Rising. Welcome to the Rising Reading with Goddess Ceion. Grand Rising, everybody. Thank you for joining. Grand Rising. I'm going to give a couple more people a few minutes to come into the live before we actually get started. But Grand Rising, everybody who is in here, thank you for joining. If you could, please do me a favor and like the live. I know I ain't really start doing nothing yet, but I would appreciate it. That'll allow more people to come into the live. I have a singing bowl that my mommy bought me for my birthday. Ooh. And I decided that I'm going to start doing this before our readings. So while we wait, I can go ahead and do that. So let me just place my bowl down here. And I usually have to do it like 3 times. I ain't even going to flex, y'all. Hey Deborah, I am not a fortune teller, honey. I do apologize, but I'm not sure. But I hope you do win big at bingo. And if you do, drop a little something on me. So good luck with that. I don't actually like to ring it on the inside, like spinning around. I like to ring it on the outside. The sounds come out so much prettier when you do it that way. All right, so it's 9:19 my time. So I'm going to get started at 9:22. Just want to let a couple more people get a chance to come into the live. Thank you. Thank you for liking the video so far. That's definitely gaining more people. It's letting more people know that I'm live right now. So I do appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you. That'll wake you up, right? That'll most definitely wake you up. For everybody that's in the live today, that was in the live yesterday, I finally grabbed that book that I was telling you all about. And if you wasn't here yesterday, and you're new here today, thank you for joining. And towards the end of the live, I'll show the book that I was talking about and explain exactly what it was that I was talking about in the video. And if you all ever miss me live on TikTok, I actually upload my TikTok lives to YouTube now, and it's under the same name, Goddess Ceion. So thank you for joining. And while we are giving everybody a few more seconds to come into the live, I just want us to all take a moment to focus on our breathing. I want everybody to take an opportunity to just be thankful for each breath that we are able to take. Some people weren't able to wake up today. Some people weren't able to see today, but guess what? We are here. And as a way of us to show gratitude, we're going to be mindful and we're going to focus on our breathing. So I'm going to ask everybody to take a deep breath in with me. So and when you're doing these deep breaths, I want you to exhale out longer than you're inhaling in. And it does help to count. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And when you do the breathing and you do that, that ah sound is just like a natural way to calm your body down. It's a natural way to slow your heart rate. It's a natural way to tell you that your lungs and your heart and your mind is telling the rest of your body, slow down, enjoy this moment, and be thankful in this moment. So we're going to take a few more deep breaths. One more. Ooh, didn't that feel awesome? All right, so let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to get started with shuffling my decks. If this is your first time being here, then I'll just kind of tell you the order in which I do things. I am going to shuffle each one of my decks. I pull one card from each one. So this is my tarot deck. This is the Soul's Journey Lessons cards, and then these are Dream Oracle cards. These are both Oracle cards. These just have a lesson in the name instead of Oracle. But anyway, I digress. So let's go ahead and get started with my shuffle. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Father God. Thank you, Mother Goddess, for this amazing gift. Dropping cards. Thank you for this amazing gift. May this message help someone in a collective. May the loved ones be blessed in peace today. May my loved ones be blessed with joy today. May this message help someone see their way through some things. Thank you, Spirit. Just need one card, Spirit, from this deck. Thank you. Card of the day, King of Swords. Take that, put that down. I'm trying to make sure I got it in the camera's view, so I ain't got to be moving my camera around all day. All right, that's our next deck, Soul's Journey. Thank you, Father God. Thank you for Mother Goddess for this amazing gift. Please allow this message to be accepted. Give me a personal Soul's Journey. Thank you, Spirit. All right. Soul's lesson for today. Soul journey lesson for today is empathy. Lord knows we could all use some of that, right? And give some of that. Thank you, Father God. Thank you, Mother Goddess, for this amazing gift. Thank you for allowing me to share my gift with the collective. Thank you for allowing me to share this gift with my loved ones. Please allow this gift to be accepted by the collective. May this message help somebody today. Thank you, Spirit. Ooh, and our dream oracle. All right, Grand Rising, everybody, and welcome to the Rising Reading with Goddess Ceion. I'm so excited about today. I can't even lie. Since I've been doing this live on TikTok, I've been like super excited every morning to like wake up and do this. Like every day when I've been waking up, I'm like sitting up in the bed and like, oh, what time is it? I can't be late. So thank you again to everybody that's in the live. If you could, please do me a favor and like the live for me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I truly appreciate it. That allows TikTok to let more people know other than my followers that I'm live right now. I'm live right now. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. So today, the tarot card of the day is the King of Swords. The King of Swords. So, the King of Swords is... I was about to say the King of Swords is a king that's about that action. That's not really what I wanted to say, though. But anyway, the King of Swords, well, I guess it is what I want to say, because that was the first thing that came to my mind. But this king is a king that represents, like, definitely a masculine energy. Most definitely a masculine energy. But this energy, it's not, like, uptight. It's more calm, cool, collected. The swords card, the swords, like the kings and queens of swords and stuff like that, those energies have like air sign energies. So this could be like the energy of like Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And if you know a Gemini, a Libra, or an Aquarius, then you already know we all be like just calm, cool, and collected. Well, I don't know, we can't really speak too much about Libras be doing their own thing. I can't even flex. But Gemini and Aquarius, I can definitely say, being that I am a Gemini and I'm a Gemini sun and an Aquarius moon, calm, cool, and collected, okay? But these kings, they like structure and routine, and they may be very elegant. Jesus, what? Elegant? That's not a word. That's not even what I was trying to say. I was trying to say intelligent. Intelligent, you know, just very smart and curious. You know, they keep their curiosity up, so they're always very knowledgeable. So these people do have just like amazing communication skills. But it's like, even though they have these amazing communication skills, they also have this thing where they're only going to communicate with you so much depending on who you are, right? So, like, I know with Geminis can talk to anybody about anything. But Aquarius, they can talk to anybody about anything, but they only want to talk to the people they want to talk to. Like, Aquarius is usually more reserved than any of the air signs. Like, they damn near borderline earth signs. I'm going to keep it funky. But I seen, I just want to say this. This don't have nothing to do with the card. But I seen this video one day, and it was about how the signs also have, like, the signs under each element. So, like, the air signs, each of those are also, like, a little bit of water signs, or a little bit of, like, earth signs, or a little bit of fire signs. And I think that I reposted the video on my TikTok, and I really hope that I did, because it was hilarious, because it was so true. It was like, Aquarius definitely have a little earth sign in them. Gemini, they more so have more of fire in them, but then like Libras have more like water signs in them, like, you know. So I don't know, but anyway, back to the reading. I'll be veering off. Anyway, the King of Swords, though, he is somebody who just has really strong morals. He's ethical. He has manners. He understands his power and knows that he is in a position of authority and has integrity. You know, this person, when you see this card, like, if this is a person in your life, right, this person could be like in law enforcement or in the military, or just kind of like a father figure, just because they have that like authoritative nature, you know. Like, look at him sitting on his throne. Like, do you see this? Do you see this? Like, this is like, you know, the king of all kings. That's why I said, like, very intelligent, like structure. And if you, and it's like, this card doesn't necessarily have to represent a person, because like I said, it could definitely just represent energy. So the energy that this card may represent is going to be more so like masculine energy, like we like discipline and structure and things of that nature. That is more masculine energy. Feminine energy is more free flowing, going with the flow, just being and attracting and allowing things to happen. The masculine energy is more so like, okay, no, we have to do this, we have to do that, we have to do this, we have to do that. And the reason that this would be needed, especially for like women, is because whenever we have this goal, right? We have this goal in mind, and we don't necessarily know exactly how we are going to reach that goal. So in order for us to reach that goal, we have to do a little bit more research, kind of come up with the action plan, create that structure, right? Because you want to build whatever you're doing, whatever you're going into, you want to build it up on solid ground. That way, you in 6 months, you're not having a tower moment because the foundation was whack and you built up on it, right? No, you want to build on sturdy foundation, okay? So you want to have that self-discipline. You want to have that structure. And self-discipline is, oh, listen to me, y'all. Self-discipline is so important because, number one, I don't know if nobody never told y'all this, but if not, I'll be the one to say it. Hey, nobody's coming to save you. Nobody's coming to save you. I mean, God is always with you, but nobody's coming to necessarily swoop in and just save you, right? So, yeah, God is always with you. So don't forget that. However, remember, no person physically is coming to save you. So it's up to you to have that discipline to make your dreams come true, to accomplish your goals. Okay? So if that's something that you know that you need to work on, it's time. So like the rest of the readings that have been leading up to this reading has all been about a person that could be at a crossroad in their life and they don't necessarily know which path to take. I feel like now we may be out of that space and now you decided which path to take, but now it's time for you to decide, how are you going to reach the goal? Whatever that goal may be for you, whatever that goal is that you have in mind, whatever it is that you want, what are you trying to attract? Whatever that is, it's time for you to figure out, okay, well, how can I attract this to me? Because so with manifestation, right? You put out into the world what you want, and then you prepare for it. And preparing for it is you becoming the person who has that manifestation. So, okay, I'll give an example. My goal is to, let's see. That's an example. My goal is to, okay, let's say this. Okay, my goal is to get engaged by Christmas, right? It's February. If my goal is to get engaged by Christmas, then that means that in order to prepare for that, I need to figure out what it is that I want in a partner, what I need from a partner, right? In order to do that, I must first know what it is I need. What can I give myself, right? What is it that I truly want? Why do I want to get engaged? What does an engaged person look like to me? Because it's not going to look the same for everybody, right? And is not supposed to. We all have our own lives. We're all our own person. So what does that person look like, right? Like, does that person look like someone who is caring and thoughtful? Does that person look like someone who is compassionate and, you know, likes to have fun? Or like, what does that person look like? So the work that you're doing in order to gain that manifestation or attract that manifestation is to become disciplined in yourself and say, okay, well, I know that I want to get engaged. So I'm not going to continue on going on dates with people who I know are not intentionally dating to find their partner. They just dating just to date, right? So you wouldn't, not saying that would be a waste of time, but that wouldn't be in alignment with what you're saying that your goals are. It wouldn't be in alignment with what you're saying, what you want, right? So how can you say that you want something, but you're not in alignment for it, right? That's just an example. So that's where the self-discipline comes in, that it's up to you to determine and use discernment, please. And whenever you have to use discernment, okay? That way, you're not sitting around thinking to yourself, oh my gosh, I'm wasting my time by doing this. Is it a waste of time? Or was it something that you had to go through so that you could recognize that you were still doing things that were not in alignment with what your goals are, right? That's just like if you want to lose 20 pounds in 4 months, right? You have to discipline yourself to stop eating cake, stop eating cookies, stop eating fried foods, right? Eat more greens, drink more water, exercise daily. You have to have that discipline for yourself. Nobody's coming to save you. Nobody's coming to pop that cookie out of your hand. Nobody's coming to shove a salad down your throat. Nobody's coming to take your legs off and walk 2 miles for you. Nobody's coming to do that. Okay, you have to have that discipline within yourself to do that. So that's just my thing with that. Now, like I said, this King of Swords does represent somebody who is calm, cool, and collected. Definitely honest and just a good leader is what I would say, right? Just a good leader. So this person may not be the person that is going to like always have like their heart on their sleeves or always show their emotions. But if you are willing to put in the work to get to know this person and make this person always feel comfortable being themselves truly in your presence, then this person will definitely open up to you, right? Now, again, this is just the energy, so it doesn't necessarily have to be a person. But this energy will tell you like to take a look at your routines. So like, do you have a morning routine? When you wake up, do you wake up and then make your bed up, or do you kind of sit in the bed and look at social media for 45 minutes, and then when you look up, boom, you've 45 minutes has passed, and you're just like, oh wait, I was supposed to do this, and oh man, I'm getting a late start on my day now. Which one is the one for you? Right? Like, are you doing your morning routine? Or, well, I call it my rising routine. I do. So my rising routine is I wake up, I open my eyes, I do a little meditation for 10 minutes, and then because I have to close my eyes again. So I open my eyes, I open them wide, and then I say my prayer, I do my meditation, I get out of bed, I make my bed, I do a little stretch, I take my shower, morning routine, as far as like the brushing of the teeth, the flossing, things of that nature. I also do affirmations. Well, before I started to do this, I also would do affirmations, make sure that I share those. So like for me, I am on social media in the morning because I share those affirmations because I want to put that energy out into the world. And I also need to read those affirmations for myself. So the way that I hold myself accountable is to share that gift with the world, right? But that's just me. So just think about that. Like, what is your rising routine? What is your daily routine? What are your daily habits? Are your daily habits that you have right now in alignment with the goals in which you want to achieve? If not, it's definitely okay to take things slow, but just recognize where you are and be truthful and be honest with yourself. Okay, so the only way that you are going to be able to have that discipline within yourself is if you're being true to yourself and telling yourself the truth. So trust me, the one person that you don't ever want to lie to is you. Don't ever play yourself. Always choose up. Always choose you. And if this is like a person that's in your life or coming into your life, then this person could be like an intellectual, and that's kind of what you like about them. Like if you're a sapiosexual, so you're like attracted to like the way that somebody thinks, or like attracted to their brain. Well, basically, I was about to say attracted to their brain, but literally attracted to the way that they think. then I mean, go for it, okay? Because this person is definitely going to have those qualities, and that is qualities that some people look for. Like, some people don't always just go for the physical. You definitely have to get to know a person. And honestly, to me, those relationships, when you're attracted to the way that somebody thinks, that just allows you to be attracted to them in multiple ways, right? Because you get to know them. You get to know them spiritually. You kind of get to know them emotionally as well, if they have the emotions intact. So that's just a whole nother story. We're not even talking about relationships right now. I just would like to speak on the card because this is a general reading that I do every rising. So that's the King of Swords. Like, this person could definitely be somebody that is more like, would be a mature person. Like I said, an intellectual. So they may come off, even if they are young, they may come off as more mature than they actually are age-wise. But it is what it is. That's just the energy, right? So if you're a person that goes based off energies, then the King of Swords may be the one for you. Who knows? Or this card just could definitely just be telling you that it's time to take a look at the goals that you want, like the goals that you set for yourself, and just take a look at what the road to those goals look like. What I did, and I'll just share this, what I did when I started getting the King of Swords and reading my own personal readings a lot, what I did was I took a look at the goal list that I had. And in that goal list, I thought about people who have achieved those goals, right? So I'm a podcaster as well. Like, that's something else that I do. So I looked at what other podcasters that I liked, who was kind of doing not the same thing that I wanted to do, but who was kind of in the field with me that I wanted to follow. Like, it's called an extender, right? So you can look at someone else's career and see how can you extend that in your career, right? So like, if you know a person that you was like, for instance, okay, perfect example, I love Iyanla Vanzant, right? So she would be an extender for me. So her doing her life coaching and everything like that, I also am a life coach. So I can take a look at what she did, her role, take a look at the goals that she had, the things that she achieved, and I can say, okay, how can I apply this to me? I could take a look at the way that the schools that she went to, the courses that she took, the courses that she gives, right? I could take that and I can learn from that. So that's the way that I did this. Me trying to figure out the best path for me to achieve my goals. I looked at what other people who are in the field did as well. And I was in a meeting yesterday, a speed networking meeting, and a man said that. He was like, that's a good thing for people to do in your career. Take a look at somebody who you want to be like career-wise and look at their path. Look at what they did. And then see how does that fit for you? Because you're not going to do it exactly the way that they did it. You're going to do what's best for you because your goals are not exactly the same as theirs. They're simply similar. So that's just that. I don't want to go too crazy about the King of Swords, but that's the King of Swords card. And then our next card for today is our Soul Journey card. And a Soul's Journey lesson card for today is empathy. And it reads, I am open to seeing both sides of a situation. Right? Empathy. So you know that empathy is when you have the ability to put yourself in somebody else's shoes so that you can kind of better understand where they're coming from and just be a little bit more compassionate. So the lesson for today definitely is try to practice being more empathetic. I love these cards. They're so pretty, right? Look at those colors all coming together. I am open to seeing both sides of a situation. And then for our Dream Oracle card, we have Dance. It says, move to the rhythm of your soul. So that's the card for today. So like I said, I read each one of the cards and then I tie them all together. So what I would say that this reading overall is showing us today is with the King of Swords, right? Like I said, this card is the card that is going to help you with like your self-discipline. That's more so the focus is what I feel from this particular reading, not just from the card, just from this particular reading. And it, to me, that self-discipline, it's important when you are figuring out what you want to do next, like what your goals are and which path that it is that you want to take. So with that, we sometimes don't show ourselves empathy, and I feel like that would be important, especially on this journey. Like if you are deciding which path you want to take out of two, and then you finally decide on which road it is that you do want to take, just think about going down this one road, right? And then think about, okay, I'm going to go down this one road, so I'll become a chef. That's what, like, the example. The two roads is I'll become a chef, or I'll become, I don't know, a hairdresser. So you decided, nah, I'm going to be a chef. I don't really want to be a hairdresser. So now you're deciding, okay, I'm going to be a chef. So what are my goals? What is it that I need to do in order to get to become a chef, right? And the way that you are going to use empathy is you're going to see both sides of the situation. Once you get to that goal, well, once you make the goal and you're figuring out how to get to the goal, you're going to think about both sides of the situation being reaching the goal. So you're going to think about what it is that you need to do. Think about what it is that you need to do, and then take a look at what your strengths and your weaknesses are. Your strengths and knowing what your own strengths and weaknesses are is very beneficial to you as a person, because if you know your strengths, then you already know what you're good at. You already know what you're armored with. If you know what your weaknesses are, then you know what you need to work on. So now you have time to work on that. But when we take a look at our strengths and weaknesses, a lot of people look at their weaknesses as if it's something that you can never fix, never strengthen. You can always turn a weakness into a strength because you have the ability to learn. Now, the thing is, when you know what your weaknesses are and you do start feeling down about it, because it's like, oh man, I want to go to chef school, but I don't have what I think Art Institute was like fucking $88,000. Oh, I was just supposed to curse, my bad. It was like $88,000 at one time. So it's like, I don't have $88,000. I'm not qualified for any of the scholarships or anything like that. Then what other option is it that I have? So you can look at both sides of the situation. You don't necessarily have to go to Art Institute. You can be a freelance chef. You can be self-taught. Thank God for the internet, because they popped out all throughout the pandemanium. Like, y'all saw it. I know y'all was on Instagram watching it too, because I know I was. And I'm going to just throw this out there. My favorite chefs are tiny food chefs. Those are just like my guilty pleasure. But anyway, so once you look at the situation from both sides and be empathetic and show compassion to yourself, then it's up to you to understand that you have the right to move to the rhythm of your soul. Go with your flow. Don't just go with the flow. Go with your flow. You are the flow, okay? You are the flow. So you have to go with it. You have to sing to your own tune. When people say, well, yeah, he's just a little off beat, or he walks to the beat of his own drum. Do that. Your soul is going to thank you. Your soul is going to thank you. Trust me. So that's the reading all together. Today, again, we had the King of Swords. We had hold them up again. We had the King of Swords for our soul's journey lesson. We had empathy. I am open to seeing both sides of a situation. And then for our dream oracle card, we had dance. Move to the rhythm of your own soul. Well, I look at me adding words. Move to the rhythm of your soul. So that's our reading for today. And like I said, for everybody who was here yesterday, and actually like all the days this weekend, I mentioned us having internal guiding system. And that internal guiding system is your emotions. And I said that I would share the book that I got that from. And this is the book that I got that from. Asking It Is Given. Learn to Manifest Your Desires by Esther and Jerry Hicks. This is the teachings of Abraham. If you don't know, Esther can channel the collective consciousness, and they're just called Abraham. So in this book, and I have it saved because I was talking about it a lot, and I've been sharing this with people. This is the guiding system here. So that's it. I actually bought this book on Amazon, and I listened to it on Audible. I love this book. I love all of Esther and Jerry's teachings. So that's that. This is my little business card, y'all. I have a website called Gifts from a Goddess. It's on Shopify, where I sell mixed shape. I basically sell self-care essentials. I have whipped shea butter, yoni steams, bath soaks, spiritual jewelry. So go ahead and check that out. The link is in my bio. And then on the other side of my card, I have my podcast and the fact that I do tarot. So that's my tarot information. Again, that's also on my TikTok, so you can definitely see that. And then my podcast is the Misguided Goddess Podcast. You can check it out wherever you can stream podcasts. So again, this is the book, Ask and It Is Given. This is an amazing book. If you are ready for your life to change, I would 1000% suggest buying this book. Buy this book. This book is going to change your life. It's going to change your outlook on everything. You want to have a positive life, like you want to change your life from where you are now and like be more positive daily. Buy this book. Buy this book. Buy it. Go get it. It's on Amazon. You can also go to I want to say the name of the website is abrahamhicks.com, or maybe Esther. It's something like that. But you can go to their website and purchase the book too, but it'll just bring you to Amazon, I believe. Yeah, I think that's what happened. I bought this book last year, so I really don't remember. But again, I also listened to it on Audible. And if you listen to it on Audible, it's to me a steal of a deal, because you get 3 books in one, and you don't have to read it. You could just turn it on. And I listened to the book. Ooh, I think I listened to that book probably 7 times now. I can't even lie. I can't even lie. I think I listened to that book like 7 times now. So that's one thing. But before I let you all go, I did want to share something else with you all. Like I said, every time that I do one of these, I'm going to close it out by doing the morning the affirmations that I share, my weekly affirmations. And then we create an affirmation based on the reading. So I'm just pulling up my weekly affirmations. And oh, you know what? I forgot that I grabbed this too. I actually wrote a book of affirmations. It's 30 days of I am affirmations. As I always say, there is power in I am. And I actually put that in my book as well. There's power in I am. On your self-love journey, say these affirmations in the mirror out loud daily. If you want to purchase my book, it is available on Amazon. You can either type in Goddess Ceion, or you can click the link in my bio. And it's 30 days of I am affirmations. And I love this book. I'm so happy about it. And I created this. So that's that. I am very much affirmations kind of girl. So that's just me. And this week's affirmations read: my life is full of opportunities because I never stop creating. I have unstoppable confidence within me. I start my day in gratitude for what I already have and all the blessings that are coming my way. If you want to take a look at that yourself, I did post it on my TikTok as well as on my Instagram. You can follow me on Instagram at Misguided Goddess Podcast, or you can just follow me here on TikTok at Goddess Ceion. So thank you. And today I'm actually going to pick one affirmation from my book. So let's see. We're just going to do a flip through, and whatever page we land on. Oh, all right. I am courageous. That's our affirmation for today. I am courageous. Thank you everybody so much for being here. Thank you so much. I truly appreciate it. I'm really enjoying doing this. I can't even front. I'm enjoying doing this a lot. Thank you for the likes. I truly appreciate it. Again, this is our cards for today. We have the King of Swords, Empathy, and Dance. If you missed the live or you're just now coming into the live and you pretty much missed the whole thing, I am going to save this and upload it to YouTube. And you can follow me on YouTube, subscribe to my channel. It'll be the same name, Goddess Ceion. Thank you so much. Peace, loved ones. Have a great day.